Hello, I am here. I hope you are here soon. This is good. All right, fabulous. Thank you for watching the video, because as near as I can tell, nobody's actually here live, but that's all right. It's completely all right. It is today, June 23rd. It's a Tuesday. It's 11 o'clock. I am here. It's the United Nations Day of honouring and celebrating the contribution of widows today. So that is a proud company in which I measure myself, or include myself. Very, very connected with how fortunate I am to be a widow in this society and not in one where that is an economic condition to be in, and one that's very hard to overcome. So yes, I am fortunate. I am in astonishing company in that category. Oh, excuse me. And what else? This week we have 2 cipher days. Yesterday was the 22nd, which adds up to 4, and we're in a 4-year. And tomorrow, logically enough, will be the 24th, which adds up to 2 and 4 is 6, and we're in a 6-month. So 2 days of fairly intensive stuff. Heather Killen, how lovely to see you. Yes, of course you may have a card. Delighted to know. Gosh, I cleansed them just a couple of days ago. I guess they're just really energetic. All right, so for Heather, I haven't set an intention for today. I'm going to say, what am I going to say? I'm going to say this is just simply about what Spirit wants you to know. So Heather Killen, Spirit wants you to know. Spirit wants you to know that you are, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That you are in a place of abundance, good stuff coming, really like that. The one for your essential self, your central identity. The 7 is the number of teaching, which I know you do as well as you experience. And they come together as an 8, which is that wonderful flow from the seen into the unseen and back again, the in-breath and the out-breath. Abundance, often we associate it with financial prosperity, but it's also about all the other things. It's about having friendships. It's about having support in the community. It's about an abundance of meaningful activity for us to do. It's all of the things that all of the unseen things that you want. It's the love, it's the laughter, it's the happy experiences. They are there for you in abundance. As a result of what has gone before, the orange is the card of fruiting, things coming to fruition. So because of work that you've done in the past, these rewards, this abundance comes to you. So that's a happy card. I like that. I hope you like it too. It is, oh, your tough morning, I'm sorry. It's coming. That's maybe the 7 in the 17. It's that teaching. There's something that you're learning, something that may feel difficult in the moment, but it enhances and enriches your life. And it when you look back, you will see how valuable that lesson was. So I hope that works. I hope that's I still still haven't found the way to track attendees. So if you're going to be here for a while, if you're interested, since I feel I have permission to draw for you, so I have my charms with me. Resilience, true enough, true enough, true enough. Okay, I'm going to draw a charm for Heather. All right, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, resilience is something that I think we're all learning about during this unusual and wonderful time. Okay, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Okay, oh, this stuck to my finger. This is the yin yang symbol, and the message is, oh, over there, balance. So finding that balance, which actually in so many ways ties in with the 8. 8 is the number, the 1 and 7, the 17 from your card adds up to 8, and 8 is the number of balance and symmetry, of finding that place of fairness and justice. All of those things go with the 8. So it amazes me how different readings from different media can come up and just intensify the message that is being received. So yes, that's it, good. I'm glad that does. Renz. Renz, you've been here before and asked me that question. And we have talked about how the work begins with you. And I'm going to, because you've been here before, I'm going to make an assumption about consent to draw a card. We will draw a card looking for an answer for Renz's question about a possible relationship. I don't remember what the last card was, but I remember it told you to do the work yourself, and to ask yourself how you are going to make this is it a girl? It's a person. You're welcome, Heather. The same, yes. If the energy is still the same. Well, yeah, we'll find out, right? Gemini girl. Okay, so yes, I repeat the question from me before we go anywhere near the cards and spirit. How are you going to make this girl's life special? Because that being fully yourself and then helping her to experience life as a wonder. That is how your life becomes a wonder, right? Okay, so a card from Spirit for Renz. Spirit answering the question about the Gemini girl. What's this one? Okay, so it says release, which is not no, it won't work, let her go. It is let her go and maybe then it will work. It's that whole, do you know that if you love something, set it free. If it returns to you, it is yours, and if it doesn't, then it never was. I think there's a lot of that message in this card coming up at this point. 2 is about community. It's about a couple. When we're answering this question, the 2 is definitely the couple. The 1 is about the individual identity. It is yours because you are the querent today. They're adding together to 3, which is the portal for inspiration. So allowing spirit to flow through you into the world. And as I have, I have in the past fallen in love and been in love and lived in love. I was in a wonderful relationship for 17 years. And the love did not come from my brain or from my some decision I made about emotionality, and it didn't even come from my emotional being. That love flows through, which is what the three as a portal of inspiration is about. It is the love which is the universe flowing through you into a relationship, right? So for you to have this relationship, your individuality, creating a portal for inspiration, the question has to be, is the love flowing? Because when the love is flowing, then there is great success in loving. You cannot change how she receives that. It will be a relationship when you are committed to flowing that universal love to the Gemini girl. Now, whether it will be that you join up as a couple and stay together for 65 years, I have no idea. What is in front of you right now is Spirit's requirement that you make a commitment and that you flow that universal love towards the Gemini girl and stand back, release expectations, stand back and just be a being of love, Rens. Be a being of love, flowing love to the Gemini girl, and let the Gemini girl come to you. And if she doesn't, she was never going to, but you'll be standing there flowing love like a lighthouse flows light, and that light is going to be seen, and that love is going to be reciprocated in some way. It could be a very powerful experience for you. And when love is flowing through you into the world, no matter where it's, whether it might be directed at a child or at a love interest, or what do you need to do? You need to connect with your center, where universal love, where source energy flows, and then flow it out into the physical world. That three is about opening up so that the unseen can come into the world through you, being a channel for universal peace and for love and for caring. Get to know Rens, get to know what it takes for Rens to open up to inspiration. That's your first job. And I can't remember, I think it was a similar message last time, wasn't it? I don't know. But I like the idea of release. No expectations. Just be loving, caring, beautiful, open Rens, and let the universe flow through you. Let the source energy. You are so welcome, Rens. I think there is greatness ahead of you. I really do. I love your name. Those Z's are very powerful, by the way. That is, yeah, the name that you're using, whether or not it's part of your everyday, because I know Facebook, we sometimes use different stuff, but those Z's are very powerful and very, yeah, the Z's and the R's, and yeah, see, you those are lovely, lovely letters. Okay, so since I'm not seeing anybody else, please, if you're here, speak up. Drop out of full screen and find the comment box to let me know that you're here. Rens, I'm going to draw for you one of the charms in my collection. I think there are about a dozen in here. And we will see which one is for Rens. This one is for Rens. And this is, okay, can't read the back. Oh, I see. Okay, I was trying to make it something it wasn't. It's a little winged creature, an angel, which is often a symbol of protection. So knowing that there are supports on the unseen side as you open up that place of inspiration, and it reads on the back, magic, magic. So yeah, what will it be? A relationship? It will be magic. And what do you need to do is connect with the magic of your own. That's a lovely. I think maybe this is your Gemini girl. There's two sides to her, the two wings. There is magic ahead. I don't know. Okay, lovely. All right. Is there anybody else here? Let me know in the comments. Heather, yes, yes, indeed. I wasn't. I will if I if I watch the video, I might make more sense of your comment. I am glad. Renz, you are welcome. I have cards. I have time. Come on, you people, now. So we'll be talking about powerful days this week, yesterday and tomorrow, both being cipher days. 4-day in a 4-year and a 6-day in a 6-month. So the energy, including today, which we have a 4-year, 5-day, 6 months. So the 4, 5, 6 sequence, which is also noticeable when writing a date. We're in a time of physical changes in the world. 4 and 5 are both the two physical numbers. 6 is one of the emotional numbers. So that pervasive 4 energy that the whole year has of putting down a physical base. And then the 5 for today is about expanding on that, the physical growth and expansion that 5 energy represents. And although it's many other kinds of growth and expansion, but it rests on the physical plane when we're not using it. And 6 for June is the time when we are connecting with how we serve, how we improve the world on our way through it, how we serve our community, our household, our village, our greater community, whatever that looks like, and also how we serve our intentional path, those things that we came to we came into the human condition and into the human experience with plans to do specific things. Gary Zukav, the author of the book the Seat of the Soul, he talks about coming into the human experience as coming to the Earth School, and I like to sort of expand that metaphor into some people are here doing Human 101, and they're just kind of not doing very much of anything. It's just an introduction for them of what it means to be living in the physical as a spirit, and some of them are sufficiently disconnected they don't even realize that they're a spiritual being having a human experience. They think they're human and they're just busy running around finding human pleasure, and sometimes finding human misery, and that's where they're at. For other people, they're into university and doing some complicated learning that will serve them going forward, and still others are in really advanced studies. They're doing their doctorate. They're delving into extremely complex and difficult topics and subject matters and experiences that will inform the nature of their soul when they return to the unseen. They go back and rejoin the greater wisdom that is their full spiritual self. how did I get talking about this? Because 6 this June, and we still have another more than a week of it, I think, or at least a week. This is a time when we serve those we're doing the assignments for the Earth School. This is a time when we came, if we came to learn algebra, this is the month when we're able to sit down and struggle through the equations, right? There's stuff coming at us that is, oh, Mary, that's going to be hard. Are you teaching online while it's closed? Safety and health has to come first, but this learning to restructure and learning how to be really, really different is incredibly hard. I totally understand what you're saying, Mary. And is it Mary? Is it Marie? I don't want to get it wrong. I'm willing to be guided. Okay, I'm saying your name and a card is leaping out of the deck. That's very interesting. Okay, I will take this to be yours because it leapt out of the deck while I was saying your name and asking how to pronounce it. I will also perhaps draw another one. This, what you have, and this is a card that's applying to a lot of situations right now. Number 27, the rotting grapes, and I wish, I guess it shows in the color. These grapes had fermented on the vine. It was just too late for them to do anything that resembles grape, and they were moving into an entirely different way of being. This is a card that is about drawing a line under the past. There's no going back. There is no going back to the way things were at all. You're just studying, oh goodness. The second time, all right, Mari. I think I said Mari second. Not sure. 2 is about relationships. It's about community. It's about people being together and networking and working in groups and that kind of energy. Sometimes it's about couples, but I think if we're talking about schools and school boards, we're talking about school boards. 7 is the teacher. It is the lesson. It is the place where our path often gets shifted or adjusted, and it might be a small adjustment right in front of us, but after we've been traveling for a year, that means we end up in a very different place. So the 7 is the discomfort that moves us towards a different direction. They're adding together to 9, which is holistic. It's 7 and 9 are both spiritual numbers, and the 9 is that place where everything is one, where there is unity, where there is no other. We are all only part of the oneness that is the universe, that is source. Okay. And yes, obviously, Mari, you're in a situation where there isn't a going back. There isn't a we're never ever going to go back to how things were this last January. It's as simple as that. And even though your focus is on getting your Master's of Education, and your focus is on, and I'm sure it has been on being a classroom teacher, and now you're finding yourself with a closed school, chances are that particular ship has sailed, and now you're being asked to shift your focus into using your Masters of Ed, using your skills and your abilities and your willingness to teach people, and finding a new way to express that, because there's only forward. That's right. So I hear you going, everything is just so messed up. Please help. And ultimately the message is, it's messed up and deal with it, because hanging on to what used to be and wallowing in the, oh, it's so messy and oh, it's so unhappy. That doesn't serve anything. Start to sit and be quiet and to look and survey all of the possibilities, because there are actually lots and lots of possibilities, and being open to them and being available for what spirit has for us, because there's stuff, right? We haven't been brought to this so that we can all just swing in the breeze. We've been brought to this because things are getting better, things are being improved, things are going to be so different, and we were moving too slowly, I guess. We needed this swift thing. Jessica, so I hope that makes sense for you, Mari. Yeah, I'm really glad that you came. Don't recognize your name. I think you're a first timer here. Thank you so much for coming. Please like and follow this page while you're here. And I'm here every Tuesday at 11 Eastern and every Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern. And I have lots of other stuff going on. I'm starting some free Zoom sessions as well. So if you can, good. Thank you. Welcome. So good. Jessica, I'm getting to you, honestly. You can go to my website too, joleith.com, and it's spelled the same as this page, and sign up for my newsletter. So that'll keep you a little bit informed of when I'm doing other things as well. I'm getting very excited about the Zoom stuff. There's a survey on this page. Thank you. There is a survey on this page asking about your areas of interest as I design the next few weeks of Zoom sessions. So I'm really looking forward to that, and you can be part of the decision making. I would love that. Jessica, what does Spirit want Jessica to know today? And Jessica, I don't recognize your name either, so I hope you were tuned into all of that. This is for Jessica. This is for Jessica. Oh, interesting. Okay. We have, well, welcome, Jessica. I'm so glad that you found us. That's just great. Okay. The card you have is Keeping Still. I don't know if you can tell, and it depends on the climate you live in, but this is a close-up of a rose bush that has been in an ice storm. And the ice, the liquid falls as rain, but as soon as it lands, it freezes. So it encases things. It's like they've been dipped in glass. It's absolutely beautiful, and incredibly restrictive. Nothing. If you've been dipped in glass, you cannot move. And so the message of this card is, because for someone to go in and start manipulating pieces of the rosebush now, breakage would happen. So, oh, how good that yeah, spring is lovely. We're moving into summer here in Ottawa. We're getting some heat and thunderstorms just for combination. So the message of this card is about not being impulsive, not rushing and moving, because that can cause damage, just as moving these limbs would cause them to, if not to break, at least for the ice to break and cut into the bark of the branches. So staying still, waiting for conditions to change in order for movement to make sense. The 4, 2 twos, 2 is always about community, about relationship, and 2 of them added together makes a 4, which is a very practical, solid foundation forming. This is the number of the year. 2020, of course, is just add a couple of zeros in amongst that, and your aligned with the energy that the whole world is involved with this calendar year. And that's about laying a new foundation. And for you, this isn't about rushing. You don't get to drive the mechanical digger to dig out the trench where the foundation will go. You get to sit back and watch and have your clipboard and see all of the different kinds of equipment and all of the different kinds of options that are available. Okay, were you born in the 1990s, Jessica? Because there's 9 energy, and we had it for 100 years that we all got at least one 9 in our birth date, right? 9 energy is very holistic and connected. It's about that oneness. It's about all of oh, Jessica, I love you. You have just awesome energy that, because okay, 9 energy is about the oneness. It's about the understanding that everything is connected, that during the 1900s we got to see a picture of the earth taken from space, and we came to understand how everything is connected one to another. So when you have a lot of 9s, like being born in the 1990s, or September, or the 9th or the 19th, 29th, that can get sort of inflated. And yes, Katie, absolutely, I'm coming to you. So the understanding that everything is connected and everything I do is important then turns into, oh my goodness, if I do something, it might hurt somebody else, or it might hurt some system, or it might hurt. And I don't want to hurt anybody, because I, Jessica, am a kind and loving soul, and I don't want to cause any damage. So I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to censor myself. I'm going to think about all the possible outcomes, and I'm going to wind up paralyzed and doing nothing. And coming in the 90s, this is one of the life lessons that you have come to work with, and learning to get out of that hamster wheel. And I know it's very real, and it's very, very difficult. I'm not meaning to minimize it in any way. But moving into a place and moving towards a place where you can stay inside your own skin and know that you are here to live your life and walk your path. And while it's very important, of course, when you go out the door, you don't step on somebody's face. But at the same time, you can't stay in the house just in case there's somebody's face on the step, right? You need to open up the door, make sure everything's free, and go out and walk. Sitting inside just in case there's a face, that isn't going to serve your path. You're not going to get where you're going. So I don't, as I say, I don't in any way mean to minimize your situation, because it is very real. And it's coming from a place where you are so caring and loving, and you feel responsible for other people's reactions. And you're taking that as your starting point, so that you can learn about your own, taking responsibility for your own self, and making that definitive barrier where you expect other people to be responsible for their own selves. Right? Well, you came here today, and that was new. You're here for the first time, so you're overcoming. It doesn't happen, boom, one day in 5 minutes, life has changed. You're doing the work, and I see you doing the work, and that's just wonderful. And I really hope you stay connected with me, and we can maybe if you come to one of the Zoom things, we can have some dialogue. I'm going to read now for Katie. Katie. All right. I am reading for Katie. Katie. For Katie, it is this one. All right, Katie, you're welcome, Jessica. Hello, Kelsey. I'm reading for Katie, and you will be next. So, Katie, we have number 3, unexpected resources. Now, number 3, we've talked about 3 before today. It is the portal for inspiration as knowledge and wisdom and feeling and love, absolutely love from the unseen dimension comes into, it uses you as the portal into the physical world. And as you open up and allow strange and inspired thinking to happen, and you don't shut it down and think you're crazy, because you're absolutely not. There's a whole lot of stuff that you don't even know is there that will serve your way forward. So just as this forest floor is pretty messy and dirty, and we tend to look at it and see dead leaves and dead twigs, and there's from the modern human consumer point of view, there's nothing there of any value. And yet, look how the moss has been able to sink its little thready roots into that litter and photosynthesize the little bit of sunlight that gets through to the forest floor and create itself as this beautiful moist cushion of bright green life in a really unexpected place. And so things that you don't realize how valuable to your future they might be, they're there. They're in your thoughts and in your dreams and in your beliefs. And you weren't expecting them, but if you just shift your focus and allow, and maybe if you do some journaling and just let it all pour out onto a page or onto a screen, however you do your flowing of stuff. And you don't ever have to share it. You can delete it or write it and then throw it in a fire or shove it in a shredder. But let it come through so that you can see what it is. All right, does that make any sense at all? I hope so. All right, number 3 is place of inspiration. So I'm reading for Kelsey, and then I'm looking to Lisa. Lisa, I'm not okay. Kelsey, you only said hello. You didn't ask for a card, so I'm going to ask you to give me direct permission to draw you a card. Okay, Katie, you're saying yes. I'm glad that makes sense. Lisa, I'm happy to draw a card for you. I'm not a medium, if that's what you're looking for. That's not what I do. Although very often spirit will and synchronicity often brings messages that have meaning for people who are working through their stuff. I'm very sorry for your loss. I can't imagine what that's like for you. And Christmas was very recently, so this is a very fresh loss for you. And thank you for being here today. If you would like a card for yourself, let me know in the comments. And okay, Katie said yes. Katie I've read for though, right? Yes, the moss was Katie's. So Kelsey, I need your permission. and also Lisa. I'm loving that I'm getting all of these new names. I'm delighted to see people here for the first time. I will, okay, Kelsey, I hear I got your message there. For those of you who are first time, if you just got here, I will repeat to please like and follow this page. Okay, so Kelsey was first and then Lisa. We will read. Okay, so for Kelsey, what Spirit would like you to know today is this one. Oh, okay. So, number 2, which is, of course, a very, very, predominant vibration since the millennium. We've moved from 1,000 years of having a 1 at the beginning of the year. All of a sudden, we have a 2. So this is a very sort of modern and aligned and connected with the world as it is now. And the message is about community, about being with other people, about hello Ashley, about connecting. When white clover grows in a lawn, there can be an acre of lawn. The white clover arrives in a patch, a little clump, a community. It doesn't spread all over everywhere and you get one grass, one clover, one grass. Absolutely not. It's a little community unto itself. So it's very often about your community. And right now our communities are getting new shapes, because many of us are not going to the same groupings of people that we were before COVID. So we may be feeling a loss of the in-person office staff, and now we've got Zoom meetings that include people from other offices, from other branches, from other parts of the corporation, whatever that is. Or it may be that in the absence of your regular, just daily activities, now you are finding a community on Facebook of people who love to watch the Graham Norton show with you. I don't know, but finding that commonality and finding the ways that you connect, you individually and personally and uniquely connect with and find your community. That is how that is looking. All right. Wow. Okay. So I have Lisa and then Ashley and then Pam. Hi, Pam. Good to see you again. This is delightful. All right. So we are going to, who did we say? Lisa. Yes, Lisa, love and light indeed. Lisa, for Lisa. My finger stuck on, oh my goodness. Oh, Lisa, this may make me cry. This, we have number 9, which is about the oneness, the connection, the fact that there is only one, we are all together. Oh, this picture, I took all of these pictures during the first couple of years after I had been widowed. And this picture is taken, the log in the background is where my partner used to sit. And this is where I sprinkled ashes after cremation. And these are the plants that came up the following spring. I'd never seen blue bead lilies in that particular place before. So the connection, I have to believe, excuse me, I have to believe, I am not a medium, but I think this says something about the life cycle, about the connection that exists still between your daughter and you. The love doesn't end. The physical life ends, but love doesn't end. Our souls don't end. Our identities continue through all of time and space. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, and we know that a human spirit is an energy. So when the physical part ends, only the physical part has ended. And I have to believe that's true. And that's all I'm going to say about that. My goodness gracious. All right. So Ashley was next. Ashley, then Pam, then Chantel. Hello, Chantel. I don't know your name either, and that might be just me, but there we go. All right, Ashley, you may have a card. and what Spirit wants Ashley to know. Oh, okay. Complicated stuff for Ashley. Oh, hello, welcome, welcome from your depths of winter. All right. Okay, I need to go back, make sure I've got these all in the right order. I'm at Ashley. Okay, so Ashley, number 12. We've had already today number 21. I don't know if you were here all along. I think we had 21, didn't we? And yes, we did. So the numbers always, 1 is about your central identity, 2 is about community, and they add up to a 3, which is the place of inspiration, the portal where the unseen comes into the physical world. So this sumac is telling a story of its whole year, its whole season. It has there's yellow undeveloped color, there's green, and there's orange, and there's red. The whole story of a sumac life cycle is visible in this shot. And we are each a product in any given moment, and we can only be in the here and now. And in our now, we are the sum total of everything that we have experienced and of the story that we believe we are living. So if in my case I believe I am living just a miraculous and blessed life, and at all times that story informs how I perceive the things that are happening around me, because I know even when I stub my toe, that is serving to remind me that I'm living in this physical body for a temporary time, and that I need to be more mindful and not stub it on the table leg or whatever it is. Adjusting your story so that your role within the community becomes a place of inspiration is ultimately what this card is saying to you. Who was that? That was Ashley. I hope that makes sense. I really, really do. Okay, I'm going to move on to Pam. Oh, and I see another name coming in. Gosh, maybe I need to stop being so verbose. Okay, this is Pam. Yes, Pam. Oh, I've got 2. It's this one. Okay, so, oh, interesting. Pam. Oh my. I think I know who you are, and I think this makes sense. Okay, so number 34, which is analysis. It's a picture of a mock orange blossoms in full bloom in the rain. Absolutely gorgeous picture. I love this picture. And the message is analysis. And if I've got you right, there's certainly analysis is always about stepping back and making sure that you're seeing all of the picture all of the time, and that you're not being misled, and that you're understanding all the different aspects of the story. The mock orange is not an orange blossom. It's doing its best to appear like one. It has a scent that if you don't know what orange smells like, you might think this was orange blossom. But there's a real need to look at the bigger picture and look at it as it goes through its whole season, because there are no oranges ever going to appear on this shrub. 3 and 4 together for 7, so we know it's going to be a teaching, right? That's why we need to do the analysis so that we can learn the details, learn the bigger picture. 3 is that place of inspiration, because your gut knows when something doesn't feel quite right. 4 is that practical, sensible, foundational energy that 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 serves you just in listening to that inspired question, and getting really practical about what you're going to do next, and acting accordingly. And they're coming together as 7, the teacher, where you are going to learn, and you are also going to provide an example for other people of how it looks to make the analysis and make a decision based on new facts rather than going along with what you have always done before. Okay, excuse me just a second. All right, so that was Pam. Now I have Chantel, who is in the Antipodes. And I see that we have a Navieka who has come in. So Chantel first, and then Navieka. Oh my goodness, and then we have some more people. Wow. Okay, I'm going to start working a little more quickly. Chantel, and all of you new people, please do like and follow this page, and head over to my website, which is joleith.com, and sign up for my newsletter. I'm going to be doing more of these every Tuesday and Friday. I'm here in Facebook, and I'm going to be doing some Zoom sessions as well that I would love to have you attend. Okay, Chantel, watching from Australia. Chantel, ooh, okay. This is the synthesis card, and it is Bramble number 15. So 1, your intrinsic central perfect self that is immortal and will survive long after this body of yours has ceased to be. And 5, which is the number for growth and expansion. And they're coming together as a 6. I don't know if you were here, we were talking about 6 as that place of service, that place where there's a motivation to make things better than they were before. And ultimately, of course, to leave the world better than you found it. So the brambles are all in different stages of development. You can see some of them are still tiny and green, and some of them are just getting a little pink tinge, and some are pink, and some are purple, and some are fully ripe and black. This is about your ability to gather information and resources and ideas and concepts in, and maybe physical things. There must be, you know, if you're making a bread loaf, you take things from ground wheat and live yeast and a little bit of processed refined sugar and all. Bring things that are very different from each other and make a coherent one thing from it, right? So this is, you're sort of at the center of a hub of things that are coming together from diverse backgrounds and formulating a new way of being at the center. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. Navieka, I'm going to, my goodness gracious, all these wonderful names, and I will stay past the hour and get everybody sorted. Navieka, I want to know about career. Which industry is best for me? I have lost my current job. Yes, and a lot of people are in that situation. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you lost it. I'm delighted that you're in a mindset that says which industry is best for me. You're looking at the options, you're open to new ideas, and that, I think, is a big part of the message of this pandemic, is to get us to open up to new possibilities. So we will see if the card says anything that applies to that, I would. This is one of those questions where I just really want to upsell you and say, let's make an appointment and talk about your specific situation based in the numerology of your name and your birth date. I'm not good at hard sell, but I would love for sure to extend our relationship. So, because I do sometimes do numerology on these lives. So at least please stay in touch, like and follow, and come to my stuff, and or make an appointment. Go to my website and it's in here. Okay, so this doesn't answer the question, but it maybe helps you to find direction. Okay, so when we were wandering following the herds, and we finally settled down to plant crops and stay in one place, we were able to look at the night sky and wonder about the meaning of life and the purpose of everything. So that's why Bali is the illustration for the idea of meaning. The one is your central identity. The 8 is that wonderful flow of cosmic energy. It's the balance between the seen and the unseen, the in-breath and the out-breath, and they're adding together to make a 9, which is the holistic, all of everything. Everything is one. We are all aspects of that same energy. So in terms of what industry are you looking at, I don't know, but doing some introspection in terms of what has meaning for you, and what is it, what do you want your legacy to be, and start at the end and work your way back. Do you want to touch the lives of a lot of people? Do you want to leave behind you a forest because you planted trees? Do you want, find what it is that has meaning for your deep self, and then figure out what the steps are to get to that. I think that's what that card wants to say. Okay, Satera. Will the man I love stay with his ex? Okay, will the man I love stay with his ex or be with me? I don't know, and I cannot. The man you love isn't here, so information about him is not likely to flow through. Hello, Haley. Yes, you may have a card. Absolutely. I'm going to do this one first. So we have, I'm at Satera, and then Jessica, and then, oh my goodness, Robin is new. Heavenly Days, and Claire is new. Hey there from New Zealand, and Claire, and more Claire, and Chantal says thank you. Okay, and Beth and Krista. Wow, I'm going to be here just way past the hour, and that's all right. I have seen you all. I will speak to you all. I'm going backwards now to find out where I am. Satera. Okay, the man that you love is beyond my control, is beyond your control. Information about how should Satera, what does Satera need to know about her relationship status? I'm going to tell you, I don't need spirit to tell me that your job is to be with Satera, and to move into the fullness of your beautiful immortal soul. And as you become more of yourself, either the guy will come back and that will be lovely, or some other guy will show up, or you will figure out that what you need is something entirely different, and that's all right, because you are here to live Satera's life, and as you do that, then the people who will support it and enhance it and enrich it will show up. But your only job is to live your life. Okay, the cards. The cards are going to add to that to pay attention. It's so interesting. This is deadly nightshade, which is a very poisonous berry. It looks juicy and red and delicious, and it isn't. It isn't. So paying attention to something that looks very attractive and very appealing, but in actual fact is not. That may apply to this X. I don't know. Only you know that. But the cards feel that you need to be connected to this kind of energy. 2 is about community, about relationship, about a partnership, like a couple. 9 is about all that is, everything in the universe. We add them up, we get an 11, which is 2 individuals separated, and when we add them up, we get a 2 again, which is about community, relationship, maybe a couple. So this is very much about a relational warning to pay attention, to pay attention. You are more than capable of figuring out what is poison and what is not. But if you're just out there stuffing all the red berries in your mouth, you can wind up in trouble. So I think I know what that means. I think, Cetera, you need to be living Cetera's life and just don't worry about anybody else. Because they will come. They will show up when you are your most amazing self and flowing spirit through you into the physical world. The people who are drawn to that are the ones who will make your life even better. Okay? I hope that works. Jessica, I believe you were next one in, and you're asking, will I be at the company for a while longer? Again, I don't know. What do you want? Are you giving all your power away to the company, or are you making choices that serve your own inner desires and your point of growth? Okay, this is for Jessica. Will I be at my company? Oh, okay. So we have 2 and the 3. 2 is about, I would say, about the company at this point. It's about relationships and community. So since we're asking about the company, 3 is that place of inspiration. That's where new stuff comes through from the cosmos into the physical world, and they're adding together to a 5, which is about growth and change and expansion. So while this is complicated, I think perhaps, Jessica, you're being asked to look at how you can grow and expand. And it may be that within the company you will have an opportunity for additional training and for some skill sharing and upskilling and that kind of thing that will grow your talents and abilities and expose you to new ways of doing things, which will serve you later. It doesn't mean that you're committed to be with the company forever, but that the company can very much enrich your life and your abilities and your career opportunities. Does that make sense? I'm sorry that I'm going to start going really fast now. Okay, that was Jessica. I then have Haley said, may I please have a card? I love your name, Haley. Those Y's are incredibly powerful and carry a great deal of spirit into your everyday. So that's, here we go. Yes, you may, please. Haley's card is here. Oh, okay. So, lovely card again. Empathy. We're back at the number 11, which is 2 people separated. adding together to make a two, which is a relationship of some kind. The yellow color feels to me very important about this card because the solar plexus chakra is this yellow color, and if you don't know the chakra system, it's worth googling to find out. But the solar plexus is the seat of your sense of identity and your self-esteem and the place where you honor yourself. So in the case of empathy, you need to know yourself and have some self-compassion, some self-understanding before you are able to then look at another individual and care about their reality and be empathetic about their situation. And it may be that their life is incredibly different from yours, but if you know, I grew up in a world that was entirely made of purple, and I see them, and I see that they grew up in a world entirely made of green, and I know how purple affects how I look at life. And I can't imagine what it would be like to be green, but I can have I can care about and honor the fact that they're seeing green and not purple. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know why I always go to purple. This is a function of something beyond my decision making. Okay, Robin Shapiro, you certainly may. These cards are beautiful. Thank you. Okay, Pam, I'm glad that makes sense. Thank you, Haley. You've liked. Okay, so Claire, and then we've got a Beth, and then Alina. Oh, heavenly days. Okay, Alina is going to be the last one. Oh, Finny was here before Alina. Okay, so Alina's still going to be the last one. I'm going to do these in order. I am at, where am I at? Claire is next. Is that true? Pam said thank you. Chantal said thank you. Jessica, I did your interesting deck. Thank you, Jessica. All right, Robin. That's where I was at. I haven't done Robin, have I? Okay, Robin Shapiro. Great name. I have. I have a friend there's a group of us who've met online who get together and watch movies in Zoom, and one of them is a Shapiro. So that's neither here nor there. But maybe you're related. Maybe she sent you. I don't know. Okay, a message for Robin. Okay, Robin. Whoops. We have anticipation. This is a lovely this is a lovely card. I love these cards, so of course it's a lovely card. Anticipation is about shifting into a place of positive expectation. These buds know that they're going to be leaves in just a few days. They're going to be bursting open and photosynthesizing leaf structure and chlorophyll and green color out of the sunlight in the air, which is a magical thing to be able to do. And while they're in this particular condition, that they're looking forward to it. It's amazing. They are in community, which is 2. They are the foundation for the leaves that are going to come soon, which is the 4, that foundational, practical, physical energy. And that's adding up to service, because once those leaves are open and can photosynthesize, that serves the whole tree. It's the act of photosynthesis that is going to build the next season of tree growth. So looking forward to being a part of the process that builds new. That's an interesting card in these times. They're adding up to a 6, which is service. We're back at making the world a better place. We're back at making a contribution to our communities and to our destinies, and moving forward in the coursework of the Earth School. And the blue, which this is the only card in the deck that has a lot of blue in it. Blue is the throat chakra, and it's the place where communication rests. So that's where we sing, we speak, and we talk about that as even when we're writing or doing other language based work, that it's in the throat chakra. So whether you're anticipating, whether you're writing, whether you're doing some sort of written plan for things going forward, or maybe you should be, and maybe that's what the cards are telling you. Okay, Pam, Haley, I've done. Claire. Claire in New Zealand. You may indeed a particular male in your life. Do I pick up on his feelings? No, I don't. I'm here to read about you, Claire, not about some guy. If you are feeling the love of the universe and the infinite love of source flowing through you towards this guy, allow that to happen. It feels awesome. Being in love is the most wonderful feeling as that love flows through you to someone else. Whether he receives it, that's about his path. And if you think he's not receiving it, and that's okay. While you're flowing love, like moths to a flame, the right people who will come. When you are standing aligned in spirit, and spirit can flow through you, and love is the structure and the nature of all things, I do believe. When you can stand in that love and know that you are love, and know that you have love, and you flow love through you, the people who see it and are drawn to it, not in an exploitative way, and when you love yourself, you won't allow yourself to be exploited, so that's okay. They won't want to be near you, exploiters. The people who come to bask in your love and to allow their cosmic love to flow through and reach you, those are the ones who will enhance your life. And so this guy, if he can, and he does, then he will, and it is good. And if he can't, well, that's not who it was supposed to be. So that's all right. It's all right. Your life is about you, Claire. Absolutely. Living Claire's life. When you get to the end of it, Claire, and they put you in a box, nobody's going to get in with you. You have to find your own way there and live your own fullness on the way. Okay? All right. This is a card for Claire. I'm sorry. I do go off, don't I? This is a card for Claire. Claire, this fits. This is the card of potential. Whoops, can you see that? My lights are shining oddly. So this we have a white pine, and if you can see, if you're in New Zealand, I don't know if you have pine trees like Canadian pine trees. I'm in Canada, and these pictures were all taken in Nova Scotia on the Atlantic coast. When you're at the center of a cluster of pine needles, you can choose which direction you move in, and through all of the dimensions, forwards, backwards, upwards, down, left and right, you have absolute control over which direction you're going to go in. So the 1 is you, your essential central identity and individuality, or your immortal soul. 9 is all things. It is that holistic combination where everything is connected to everything else. We add them up, we get a 1 and a 0. So 1 is your central immortal soul, and the 0 is just a picture of everything. And then we add those together and we're back at 1 with your immortal soul. So I think I just said something about you're here to live Claire's life. Nobody's getting in the box with you. That's what this is about. And you get to choose. You can do what you want to do. You are in a place of infinite potential. And I hope that makes sense. All right. This is, I'm so delighted that everybody's here. Okay, that was Claire. Next I have Beth. All right. Your voice is very soothing. All right. Thank you, I think. Yes, it isn't a plan to get everybody all hyper, I guess. All right, Beth Ryan would love a card. The cards want Beth to know. Oh, nice. Number 5 is the number 4, growth and expansion. We've talked about this. In other times, it's sometimes is about travel, but we're not doing a lot of that right now. This peach tree is, this is the autumn. There's a frost on the leaves. I don't know if you can tell. Those leaves are very soon going to drop off, and it's going to be bare naked through the winter. So the only work that it has to do is to imagine next year, because this year there's no more budding or leafing or flowering or fruiting. All it can, the only place that the energy can go from this day is into imagining how wonderful next time, and imagining the possibility of growing another branch off to the west, or putting more energy into what's on the north, or using the imagination to figure out what the options are and what are the possibilities. And we're in a time, and I've this card has been coming up a lot during the lock-in. We're in a time where we are imagining what can come. We know when we see, I see those rotten grapes a lot too, because it's over. Whatever was is over, and now we get to take the time to imagine how it can be, and begin to make tiny steps and little plans towards what that's going to be. Okay, that was Beth. I think that was Beth. Gosh, I'm really sorry if you're here. I see Alina and Fini, and I'm going to believe that was Beth. I should have said it a few more times so I would hear it. I'm going to read for Krista, and then Yazi, and then Alina and Fini. And I think that will be it. Okay, so what happened? Krista. Yes, I haven't asked the cards for Krista, have I? So sorry. We've been going on so long now, my brain is fried. Okay. All right. Krista just... Claire, did I... Okay, that was 10 minutes ago. I've read Claire. Okay. All right. Tell me at the bottom when I get it wrong. Meanwhile, I'm going to read for Krista, because I do think that's right. Okay. Okay. Ooh, Krista. All right. So we have curiosity. I don't know if you're someone who's here the first time, but if so, then you're definitely living in curiosity. Come and see and check me out and see what it all is. 3 is that place of inspiration, the portal from the unseen into the physical world. 5 is growth and expansion, and they're coming together in an 8, in that flow of cosmic balance and the in-breath and the out-breath. Sunflowers follow the track of the sun through the course of the day. They turn their face to where the sun is, so that the whole field of them, when you're near someone who's growing a sunflower crop, it is just magical. And sometimes I'm sure you could find online a time-lapse video of it. It's absolutely amazing. And that idea of turning your face towards whatever is there, to see what is there, to explore the whole spectrum of what is out there and check it all out before making a decision is a really and inspiration. The three will help you if you get quiet and you listen to your own still small voice that says, you know, I really want to know what's behind that shopping mall. Go have a look, because there maybe there's a little bookstore that's got the perfect book that's going to teach you just the thing you need to know. Follow the curiosity, follow the I wonder what that bubbles up when you're meditating, or when you're journaling, or when you're jogging and you're in the zone. Follow that and find the lessons that are coming, because they are there. Okay, now I know I've done a Jessica today, but I don't know if it's you. Oh dear me. Oh, okay. You've had a reading, so that's good. Okay, so now I have Alina. Alina was gonna be, was that everybody? No, Finny. Okay, Finny. And Yazzie. Yazzie was before Finny even. Yazzie. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this really fast. I keep saying that, don't I? And it's, okay. For Yazzie. Quick and dirty. Gonna be quick and dirty now. Next time come sooner, because I'm only here. Yeah. For Yazzie. Okay, Spirit says to Yazzie, slow down a little. This is a time of delay. These rose hips, they're a wonderful diet for grosbeaks in the wintertime. But when they're frozen like this, even the grosbeaks can't eat them because they're too hard and they're inaccessible and you can't get them. So there's just a need to wait. And the two is about community, or well, it's always about community. That can be a community of two that is your household. It can be a community of two that is you and the cashier at the Quick Mart. It is about a relationship, though, always. The zero is about all that is. It's just an image of the oneness of everything. And so a relationship with the oneness adding together to become a two, which is a relationship again. There's a bringing of sacred energy into your personal relationships. And again, that doesn't have to be just as a couple. That's when you are with the people that you are with in life. Right now, there's a need to wait. There's a need to delay. Conditions are not optimum. Yeah, don't we all know that? Conditions are difficult and it's very hard to move forward. And if I sit here and work it, then I'm never going to get off. So that was Yazzie, right? So Finny and then Alina. And then I think the rest of this is all people saying thank you, I think. But I will look in a moment. Okay, I'm going to read Finny and Alina. And it's very possible I will then make a liar of myself, but who knows. Finny. Is it Finny or Finny? Finny. This is aligned with the energy of the year. 2020 is a 4-year. You have the 4 card, a bear in the snow, and it is a little bit like that delay card. It is just going to have to wait. All it can do is wait for conditions for this snow to finally melt so that it can get down to the earth and start putting down a root. Because it has all of the potential to become a full-fledged bush, but it can't do that while it's in a snowbank. There isn't the warmth, there isn't the access to the earth, there isn't anything. So all it can do is be in the here and now, which is a wonderful teaching for all of us every day. You're getting it underlined that this is a time for you to breathe, to get in touch with your own physicality, with the way that your body, it can breathe without your attention. And when you give your attention to your breath, it will draw you in to a place where you can access the wisdom and knowledge that you carry within you, that you can. And if you don't have a quiet practice, consider taking up some meditation or prayer or tree hugging or doing something physical, a moving meditation like walking labyrinths or walking in nature in a meditative, contemplative way, contemplative walking, something like that, so that you can get to the place within that knows stuff, because you know stuff that you don't even know you know. All right, so that was Feeny. Alina Lynn McDonald would love a card, thank you. Oh, now Satara, you're saying you didn't get to hear. There is a this is being recorded and it will be on the site once it's over. And today is Tuesday. By the end of the week, it will be on my YouTube site. So if you go to YouTube and just search my name, and you will find my site, and there all the lives are there. So he's very, very accessible. I'm sorry that you missed it. I know somebody else said they got kicked out too. All right, this is for Alina. Celebrate. Oh, happy day. Alina, there you are in community, growing and expanding and moving and adjusting and adapting and moving into a place where you are learning as you grow, I would suggest that you have new community, new people around you right now that you are able to learn from, who are able to learn from you. And it's just a place of great happiness. And if you're not feeling the happiness, then pause and find the joy within yourself. Do a happy dance in your bathroom, whatever you need to do to shift into that vibration of, you got up this morning and a lot of people didn't. So even if that's the only thing you have to celebrate, start with that. And be in, and if you haven't, I really, really want this to be that you have new people in your life, that you're celebrating these new relationships. And if that is not the case as yet, if you're living in isolation or you're under quarantine, then celebrate the fact that you're safe, celebrate the fact that you're not out there infecting people, and be aware that there are ways to connect, just as you and I have connected now, and we're not likely ever to be in a room together. There are ways to connect with new community, and you can celebrate that. Your access to technology is definitely worthy of celebration. Okay, so I said Alina was last, and then somebody else came in. So I'm reading Alina. Yay, yes. I'm sorry. Claire, still waiting. Krista, still waiting. 21 minutes ago. No, I'm sure I did Krista. Cassie. I have not done Cassie. Claire, okay, I'm delighted that you're blown away. That's really good. Good, good. Okay, so I'm half an hour over. I will do Cassie. and reevaluate. So apart from anything else, I need to move. Okay. Cassie. Cassie, I didn't see a specific question. I'd love a reading. All right. Cool. Good. Cassie. Oh, all right. Number one, which is the beginning of all things. It is the start. It is there was nothing, and then there was something. This is the Big Bang. This is all of creation. This is a lovely, lovely energy. That is a daylily. And I don't know if you can see how very much last year's dead leaves are still there, and it is coming up through. I'm getting a lot of metaphors today for just the situation we are in with this lock-in, with this virus, with all of the stuff that's going on. Everything that was before, it's still there, and it's broken and useless. What is new is coming up and beginning something very new and fresh. One is that place, Cassie, where you begin, where your universe begins, because you see the cosmos through your own eyes. Nobody else can see that cosmos. So one is your central identity. It is your immortal and eternal soul that rests somewhere within or without you, and is accessible through deep mindfulness, and yeah, your central wisdom informs everything you do, and is still connected to that greater part of your spiritual self that didn't fit into baby Cassie's brain. You're in a time of renewal, I think, and for you to the message of the card is for you to be aware that this is only the beginning, that whatever is in front of you, there is more and greater and bigger and most wonderful. Okay, please come back again. I am here on Tuesdays at 11 Eastern and on Fridays at 2 Eastern, and I see a couple more places. I'm not going to read anymore. There are only a couple of new people. There's lots of comments. Thank you so much. And thank you those who have made comments. Please like and follow this page. I would really, really like that. Okay, now stay on this page. I will be back. Yes, like and follow. Go over to my website at joleith.com and sign up for the newsletter so you know what I'm doing, because I'm going to be doing some Zoom sessions, because I love doing this and I love reading cards, and I really, really want some dialogue sometimes. So it's not the same when I'm dealing with the text box. So I will be doing some Zoom stuff. I would love to meet you all there so that we can actually have a conversation and do some back and forth. And what else? Somebody commented on what lovely cards they are. They are available for pre-sale. If you go to my website and go to the readings tab, scroll down there, the information is there. And I'm going to go. I've been here for 94 minutes and I'm sorry, I really do have to. But have a wonderful week. I hope you come back on Friday or some other time. I hope I will see you. Alina says, wow, good. Good. Excellent. I'm in favor of wow. All right. Thank you. Remember, you are all precious and wonderful and connected to an amazing source of love. Thank you. Talk to you soon.